He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him, a quiet intensity and emotional depth that made audiences pause and feel every scene more deeply. Aras Bulut İynemli didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his reputation role by role, transforming raw potential into one of the most respected acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Aras Bulut İynemli was born on August 25, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Unlike many who plan their path toward acting from childhood, Aras initially focused on education, studying aircraft engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Yet even during his academic years, his natural charisma and strong screen presence began opening doors in modeling and advertising, gradually pulling him toward the world of performance. His acting journey began with the youth drama Oil Bir Geyser Zaman Ki, where he portrayed Mida Karsu. The emotional complexity he brought to the role immediately caught public attention, proving that he possessed rare dramatic instincts even as a newcomer. That breakthrough laid the foundation for a career defined by bold choices and powerful storytelling. Rather than staying within one character type, Aras consistently challenged himself. In Matizm Yüzyıl, he stepped into the historical world as Sait Saad Beyazıt, delivering a performance filled with intensity and royal conflict. Later, in I Serd, he portrayed Umut Yilmaz, navigating a layered narrative of loyalty, identity, and revenge. The series became a massive success and further cemented his status as a leading man capable of carrying emotionally demanding roles. His transformation into Yamak Kakavali in Çukur marked another turning point. The gritty crime drama showcased his ability to portray vulnerability, rage, and responsibility all at once. Yamak became one of the most iconic characters in modern Turkish television, and Aras carried the role with controlled power and authenticity for multiple seasons. On the big screen, he expanded his range even further. His portrayal of a father in the film Seven, Kogastaki Mukai's deeply moved audiences and achieved international recognition through global streaming platforms. The film's emotional weight demonstrated his capacity to connect with viewers far beyond Turkey's borders. Aras's approach to roles reflects precision and commitment. He selects projects that demand emotional transformation rather than surface-level performance. Instead of repeating familiar formulas, he gravitates toward characters who struggle, evolve, and confront moral conflict. This careful balance between mainstream appeal and artistic depth keeps his career dynamic and respected. Off-screen, Aras maintains a composed and private image. He avoids unnecessary publicity and rarely overshares personal details, choosing instead to let his work define his public identity. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus, centered around preparation, fitness, and continuous growth as an actor. Although his relationships have occasionally attracted media interest, he consistently redirects attention toward his craft. Within the industry, he is described as hardworking, humble, and deeply invested in understanding the psychology of his characters. Aras's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With strong international streaming numbers and a loyal fan base across multiple countries, he's become one of Turkey's most bankable male stars. His estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from television, film, and select brand endorsements, built steadily through long-term credibility rather than short-lived hype. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From emotional youth dramas to historical epics, crime thrillers, and heartfelt cinema, Aras Bulut İynemli continuously evolves. He embraces risk, seeks intensity, and prioritizes meaningful storytelling over comfort. That determination quietly shapes every phase of his journey. As of 2026, Aras Bulut İynemli stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of depth, versatility, and modern Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't handed fame, yet there was always an intensity in her presence, a quiet strength behind her eyes that made every scene feel heavier, more real. Damla Sönmez didn't chase the spotlight recklessly. She built her reputation step by step, choosing depth over noise and substance over speed. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Damla Sönmez was born on May 3, 1987, in Istanbul, Turkey. From an early age, she was drawn to performance and expression. She studied at the prestigious St. Joseph French High School before continuing her education at Paris-Sorbonne University and later Mimar Sinan Fine Arts University, where she trained in theater. That academic foundation shaped her artistic discipline, giving her a technical command of performance that would later define her career. Her acting journey began in the mid-2000s with television appearances, but it was her role in the series Geisgundas that first introduced her to a wider audience. However, Damla's breakthrough came with the critically acclaimed drama Bur Asakayasai, where her emotionally layered performance proved she wasn't just another rising actress. She was a serious talent capable of carrying complex narratives. Rather than leaning into predictable roles, Damla consistently gravitated toward challenging characters. In Çukur, one of Turkey's most talked-about crime dramas, she portrayed Efsun, a character filled with emotional conflict and sharp intelligence. Her performance added depth to the series and expanded her fan base dramatically. Later, in Aziz, she once again demonstrated her ability to balance vulnerability with strength, further cementing her reputation as a versatile performer. Damla's approach to her craft reflects careful intention. She is known for immersing herself fully into her roles, prioritizing psychological realism and authenticity. Instead of chasing constant visibility, she selects projects that align with artistic value, which has earned her respect not only from audiences, but also from critics and industry insiders. Off-screen, Damla maintains a refined, yet understated public image. Fluent in multiple languages and deeply connected to theater, she represents a blend of cultural sophistication and grounded professionalism. She has collaborated with fashion and lifestyle brands, appearing at high-profile events, yet she keeps her private life guarded and controlled. Her lifestyle reflects balance and intellectual curiosity. She values artistic growth, literature, and meaningful storytelling. While her relationships have occasionally drawn media attention, she has consistently kept the focus on her work rather than personal headlines. Over the years, Damla Sönmez has built a steady and respected career in both television and film. Her earnings come from acting projects, brand partnerships, and long-term collaborations, reflecting a career built on consistency rather than hype. What truly sets her apart is artistic integrity. In an industry often driven by trends, Damla chooses evolution. She embraces emotionally demanding roles, challenges herself across genres, and prioritizes credibility over comfort. That dedication continues to define her path. As of 2026, Damla Sönmez stands as one of Turkey's most refined and compelling actresses, a performer known not just for fame, but for depth, intelligence, and enduring presence on screen. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.